Julie Sims with video 2 of assignment 9. What did I learn in this course? Or what did I learn from this course? There's a lot, actually. I learned that if you're going to start an organization, that there is a lot of work to be done before it's actually an organization that's up and functioning. So much pre-planning with deciding how to organize administrators, what type of leadership, what type of management, how are you going to market, who's your audience going to be, how are you going to handle all the issues that your HR department is going to need. Are you just going to have a small office that covers everything, or are you going to need multiple departments within that office, depending on how many employees you have and how much training you want to provide for your employees. So there's just a lot to starting up an organization. I mean, obviously I knew, you have to figure out who's going to be in charge, what are you going to call it, who are you going to market to, that kind of stuff. But there's just so much more to actually make it a successful, functioning organization that can continue to grow and provide the service that you ultimately wanted to provide. Let me see what else. Just, I don't know. I went over a lot of it in my first video, so I feel like I'm being pretty redundant with that. I guess what I learned is it's probably not something you want to do alone. You better figure out who you can work well with, who can be good managers, who can be good leaders versus administrators, all those types of things. What did I like or dislike about the assignments, learning resources in this course in general? I did really like that the group work is optional. For me, it's very hard to find time to meet with other people after work, in between my responsibilities at home in the evenings and work during the days. It's very nice that group work was optional. It's great if you want it and it's there, but if you can just rather work alone at, midnight or something, that's great too. This course being fully asynchronous and with the group work optional is really the only way I could pull it off. I do like the Zoom options that did give us a chance to interact and see each other face to face. Those were nice. I appreciated also how quickly Bo responds to emails and the flexibility that she offers if you need it. I personally didn't use many of the other learning resources past the book that we bought, but I did see she provided a lot of them with every assignment, and especially the previous students' work to look back on. That was really nice. I did like that feature. The course itself was interesting in the way it was set up. I really liked how we would focus on just one department at a time and really dig into what that department does in the program. I also really appreciated the fact that we could change the organization that we were looking into and researching from week to week if needed. Having to rely on other people to answer your emails or to schedule an interview can really influence how your assignment comes together. I needed to bump around between a couple different organizations because the director of one of them wasn't answering any of my emails or messages and didn't leave me with much option for that week with that program, so I found another one. And if Bo hadn't given us the option to switch organizations each week, I wouldn't have been able to complete some of these assignments because of these delays in the communication. What do I suggest to better support my learning? I'm really not sure what I would suggest to better support it. I think Bo is really responsive. She offered multiple informational resources for each project, gave us previous projects for reference, and I did really like as I mentioned before, the previous projects to look back on. That gave me an idea of like, how much content, how long roughly should this be? Should it be 2 pages or 10 pages or, things like that. I think Bo has really provided us some great ideas and resources to help us succeed. And what should be changed? I honestly don't have anything that I could come up with to think of how it could be changed. I'm really not just saying that, Bo, I promise, but I think it was great. It was set up great. Like I said, you were very responsive and flexible and helpful, and I really wouldn't change much about it. I thought it was great. Suggestions for future students. I would suggest that they attend the Zooms if at all possible. You really don't know where discussion's going to lead and what's going to come out of that and what ideas are going to be presented, and it just really can get a lot more information out of a Zoom than just comments back and forth. I mean, I think the comments are great too, don't get me wrong, but you never know what's going to come out of a Zoom. I would also tell them not to hesitate to reach out to Bo if they have any questions or concerns about the assignments. She's quick to respond, seems very down to earth about working with you and helping you to do your best. And I'd also tell them to definitely look at previous students' work, because these assignments can be very helpful. So that pretty much covers those questions. So that's it. Thanks.